What's up, y'all? This is one of the hottest, newest neighborhoods in the master planned community of Babcock Ranch. We have had so many of you calling us lately asking for tours of these communities and the homes that we've been telling you about in all of our other videos. So we thought it was time to finally give you a tour. So today we are here looking at Regency at Babcock Ranch. This neighborhood is being built by Toll Brothers. Now, 3 things are gonna happen in this video. Number 1, we're gonna talk to you about Regency, the neighborhood. Number 2, we're gonna walk you through all 4 of the model homes they have here to show you the different home options available and what the possibilities really are for your new home. And these homes are incredible. And despite how nice they are, and the fact that this is a luxury home builder building these homes, they really aren't crazy priced. They're not some crazy multi-million-dollar homes. And then number 3, we're gonna give you the prices. That's right, we will actually give you the prices that you can buy these homes for. Unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to buy these exact homes that we're gonna show you right now because they are the model homes and they won't sell those. But I will give you base prices as well as prices on some quick move-in home examples that this builder has nearly ready to go so that you can see just how affordable these homes actually can be. So make sure you stick around and watch it all the way through to get all those details. So if you're looking for an affordable luxury homes in Southwest Florida in an amazing new neighborhood, that is what we're doing today. So let's go check it out. Okay, so the first thing you need to know about Regency is that it is the first and so far only age-restricted neighborhood in Babcock Ranch. So it is a 55 and over neighborhood. This means that in order to live here in Regency, at least one occupant must be 55 years old or older, and everyone living in the home must be at least 18. So there are no kids allowed. Woohoo, right? Okay, for some of you with grandkids who you probably really enjoy seeing, this could be a little bit concerning to you. But don't worry, to answer your question before you even ask, yes, they are allowed to come visit and even stay the night or a few nights if you want. They just can't live with you long term. And if your kids and grandkids are considering moving to Southwest Florida with you, every other neighborhood here in Babcock Ranch is all ages. So you can be here in Regency and they could be right down the street in any of the other neighborhoods. So you can get your grandkid fill anytime you want while still having your own private space and adult amenities all to yourself. Speaking of amenities, this place is incredible. Now I can't show you a whole lot yet, or I should say it's gonna be incredible because the amenities are still under construction, but I can show you the design here. So we're gonna pop that up so you can see the renderings of what it will look like when it's done. And also, if Regency sounds like your spot and you haven't seen our other video where we do a deep dive into all the ins and outs of the neighborhood, make a note and go check it out once we finish this video. Okay, now let's go look at these model homes. So first up, we have the Kaya. The Kaya is the largest of the Terra collection, which are the 3 paired villa floor plans they offer here at Regency. These villas range from just a bit over 1,500 square feet up to, like I said, the Kaya here is the largest at just over 1,800 square feet. Now, the Kaya has 3 true bedrooms with each guest room having a closet and 2 full baths, which you're gonna see here. Now, as we walk in, you can see these model homes are loaded up with all different levels of options throughout the entire home. Toll Brothers is a luxury builder, so they have many levels of finishes and options for you to choose from if you decide to pick a specific home site and build from scratch. And these models are designed to show you as many different possibilities as they can. And to me, What is really impressive right as we walk in the door here is that you can get the top of the line finishes in the least expensive floor plan. Like you see here in the kitchen, they've got the gourmet kitchen option here with the built-in cooktop, built-in double oven, and even these amazing double stacked lighted cabinets with glass door inserts all the way up there at the top. I don't know who's gonna reach them to put stuff up there, but they're there. Now let's start with the guest quarters down the hall here. First, of course, you have the laundry / utility room. There isn't really a ton here to talk about, but I do want to quickly point out that this box on the wall is the central low voltage hub for the home, where the cable and internet all comes into the house and then goes out to each room from there, which is really nice to have easy access to when you need it here. And then behind that door at the end of the laundry is just a closet, but that's your utility closet where the air conditioner is, the water heater, which again makes them super easily accessible for when you need to do maintenance, you need to change the air filter, you want to drain the water heater, stuff like that. Now across the hall from the laundry is the first guest bedroom. It's a pretty typical guest bedroom. Not super big, which to me is good because if you give your guests a big comfy bedroom, they tend to stay too long. Now as we go down the hall here, that door goes out to the 2-car garage, and then you've got your guest bath here, and then the second guest bedroom, which this one's been decorated more of as an office or a craft room. If this was my home, I would probably do it this way as well because I like that big window up at the front of the house and being able to see what's going on outside while I'm sitting working in my office. Now as we come back through to the main living area, you're gonna get a peek at the big windows on the sides and at the back of the house that let in a ton of natural light from both the side of the home as well as the back. And then this has that awesome optional coffered ceiling as well. Then as we come into the primary suite here, you see it's got plenty of space for this big king size bed, a dresser, 2 big nightstands, and even seating at the foot of the bed. And if the primary bath here, you've got double vanity with an option of either leaving it open in the middle underneath like you see here, which gives you the makeup counter, or you can choose to fill that space with additional drawers or cabinets if you want. You also have a nice big walk-in shower. Of course, the private throne room, which we are very famous for here in Florida, and then a fantastic walk-in closet that you can customize however you like. Just like you see here with this one, how they've done all these custom closets, really nicely done. Now let's head back out so you can see the best part of this home. I say that because not every neighborhood that offers villas like this leave enough room in the backyard for you to have a pool. So if you want to do that, they do it here at Regency. And I really like the way they designed this pool, by the way, by building this really cool waterfall feature here on the wall to add some extra privacy between you and your neighbors. So if you think an attached villa in Regency is the right home for you, call us at the number on the screen to get started now. And if not, keep watching because we have more homes for you coming up next. And of course, we still need to talk about that ever important pricing on these homes. So next up, we're moving into the collection of 2-car garage single family homes they build here at Regency that the builder refers to as the Lago collection. Now this series ranges from the Flatwood that you're about to see, which is a 2-bedroom plus a flex room, which basically means it can be anything, 2-bath home of just under 2,000 square feet, up to the Riverland model, which is a 3 or 4 bedroom, 2.5 to 3 full bath home with about 2,450 square feet. Now this next home has a really cool feature that is extremely rare to find from any big national builder, especially in a home this size. And I'm gonna show you that in a bit, so don't miss it. So here is the Flatwood. Now I will say, this particular front design of the home is a bit boring to me. I don't know, maybe a different paint color would help. But don't rule the home out just yet. just because the exterior is a little boring on the model. Because there are two other front elevation designs, yes, we refer to them as elevations, that are much better looking, and I actually really like the layout of this home. So let's go check it out. Now as we come in the front door, you're probably gonna notice the long foyer. This is something that is about a 50-50 love it or hate it thing for my clients. Half of them love it for the privacy, because when someone is at your front door, they can't see anything in your home except the hallway. But then others hate it because they feel it makes the home feel a little bit smaller, because they really like it to open up. When you open the front doors, it just opens up into this big, expansive, great room area. So feel free to comment below on your thoughts. What's your take? Now here, immediately to the left, before we go down the hall, you have the second bedroom and bathroom. And I really like this setup because it gives your guests a ton of privacy, being literally as far away from the primary bedroom as possible, because it's actually diagonal across the home from the primary suite. And it is a nice sized bedroom and bathroom if you like guests that stay a little bit longer. And I have to say, while I'm starting to be over this whole black and white color scheme in houses, I do actually kind of like the industrial feel that we get here with the black tile grout against the white tile. And then I really like this matte finished black countertop. Plus, the contrasting wood look floors add just enough warmth to finish it off and not make it feel just ice cold. And I also have to appreciate this subtle branding from the builder on these towels. Now as we come down the hall, you're gonna come to the nice big flex room they have set up as an office. You can totally add French doors here if you want to have the ability to close the room off and have closing doors on it. And then across from it, you've got this awesome drop zone here as you come in from the garage and the laundry room. Now, there's nothing super special here in the laundry other than that there is plenty of room for these overhead cabinets and even this pantry cabinet that you see here. Plus again, the utility closet like we mentioned in the last room, where that water heater and air conditioner are. So again, super nice having that down low and easily accessible when it comes to getting service done or changing that air filter. And you're gonna find that in every one of these homes here at Regency. Now, the foyer opens up wide to a great room right here. And as you can see here with this model home, again, taking a look at this kitchen, having the optional gourmet kitchen and oversized island really makes what is actually typically an otherwise fairly small kitchen into something that is super functional without taking up a ton of square footage in the home if you want to have all of this kitchen. And if you don't like to spend much time in the kitchen, you can go with the standard kitchen because it takes up almost no space at all. So if you're one of those that never cooks, go that route, which is preferred with some of my clients. I've actually had some people ask me if we could just leave the kitchen out of a home completely, because in their ideal retirement, they will never cook again. Just give me a wet bar, a mini fridge, a wine fridge, a microwave, and a small toaster oven, and I'm good. Not my thing, but some people don't ever want to cook. And as you can see here, there's plenty of room for a nice big dining room table and a comfortable living area as well. And then tucked away, hidden over here, is the primary suite, which, as you can see, has plenty of space again for a nice big king-size bed, dresser. You've got two seating areas at the foot of the bed and in the corner over there, and then the two nightstands. And then as we go in here to the primary bath, you can see what that double vanity is like with the makeup counter space from that Kaya that we saw last, filled in with the drawers if you prefer more storage space rather than a makeup counter. And again, you still got that separate throne room and the nice big walk-in shower, this time with dual shower heads. And then here is that really cool feature I mentioned before we started looking at this home. The single primary suite closet has two sides to it. I don't know if that's as exciting to you as it is to me, but I find so many of these homes have these huge walk-in closets. But there ends up being so much wasted space because there's just all of this empty space in the floor in the middle where you could get so much more use out of it by adding a wall in the middle like this, which gives you almost double the hanging space or room for shoe racks or whatever else you might want. Some of them even have room to put an island in here if you want to, but it just doesn't work. So what are your thoughts? You love it or you hate it? Let me know below. Okay, now let's head outside because this, of course, is where the life happens in Southwest Florida. Now, first off, this home has the optional extended lanai. It stretches in both directions, which on this plan, while the standard lanai is fine, it's only this middle section between these two posts here. So I would definitely suggest on this plan doing at least one of the extensions, whether it be to the left or to the right, to really make it a little bit more comfortable. And then this one also has the outdoor kitchen at the end down there, and then the pool out here with the recessed hot tub, which is one of my favorite pool features. I don't really know why I like them recessed so much better than the ones that are built up above the pool, but I do. I guess maybe it just looks cleaner, I don't know. And then this one also has a large sun shelf, which is also super popular these days. So if the Kaya or the villas just weren't it, and this is the one for you, give us a call. But you may want to take a look at the next one as well, even if you think this might be it, because they're very similar in size and price. But if you're sure this one is it, call us. Number's on the screen. And if not, like I said, keep watching. We still have more model home tours, and we haven't forgot, we still got to talk about the pricing. Next, we're going to take a look at the Birchwood model, which is the next larger plan in that same Lago collection. It's only about 100 square feet bigger than the Flatwood, so just under 2,100 square feet, but with a little bit different layout, including 3 full bedrooms plus a flex room, and you can do either 2 or 3 bathrooms with some really interesting flexibility when it comes to building one from scratch. So let's check it out. So first off here, you get to see a different front elevation. This one's called the Modern Farmhouse, which I think personally is much more interesting than what they had on the Flatwood. It works well on the Flatwood too, so you may go that route. Now again, as we enter, you're gonna see the long foyer. This is something that you're gonna find in all of the Lago collection homes. Though this one does feel a bit more open to me because of the larger openings on each side right as we come into the home. Now, in this one, we first come to a fairly traditional setup with the 2 bedrooms split here with a shared bath in between. The front bedroom is a pretty typical guest bedroom, though a little bit bigger maybe than what you typically expect. About the only thing I have to say here about it is I'm really not sure how I feel about that black crown molding. And then, as you see, we come in pretty standard guest bath. This does have a walk-in shower, which definitely tends to be much more popular than the tubs these days. And then we move into the second guest bedroom, which in this case, they decorated as more of an office or an art studio here. And then across the foyer, we again run into the drop zone right in front of the garage door, which I didn't mention before, but I really like this drop zone setup, though I think I prefer it painted black like they had in the Flatwood, the last one we saw, or at least a darker color rather than the white that they have here, because in everyday use, the white is just gonna show so many marks and scuffs so quickly. Now, then we get into where, in this one, I think it gets really interesting. The flex room here, while it's done really, really nicely as a sitting room, and when set up this way, there is actually a bump out into the garage, leaving some extra space out there if you're a tinkerer or into woodworking or something like that. However, if you don't care about the extra garage space, you also have the option of turning this space here into an additional junior suite, making this a bedroom, this room here, with its own private third bath that uses that extra space bumped out into the garage. So this is really nice option if you have multiple guests that come at the same time, so they each have their own space, or maybe you even at some point need a live-in caretaker, plus still having the space for a guest. So now let's make our way out into the great room, and this is where the layout varies from the flatwood. So you've got the kitchen, which is turned sideways here instead of facing the back of the house. And then the dining space is actually stacked in front of the living space rather than next to the living space spread sideways. Which way do you prefer it? Tell us in the comments. Then you have the primary suite, which the entrance is not hidden at all like in the flatwood, and is actually kind of in the kitchen. The primary bedroom is nice and big again, of course, and I really like the contrasting color of the beams in this tray ceiling here. And then again, we check out another massive closet. Unfortunately, it isn't quite wide enough here to put the wall down the middle like in the flatwood, but it is plenty long enough to provide ample space. And then in this primary bath, you also get to see now an alternate bathroom layout, which they offer in pretty much any of the floor plans here. But this shows you with the split vanity and a big freestanding soaking tub. And can I just say, finally, they stopped putting in those gigantic built-in tub surrounds that are a nightmare to try and get in and out of the tubs. I'm not saying that this is going to be any easier to clean around, but they definitely look better and have got to be easier to get in and out of because you don't have this huge wall that you got to climb over. Now, of course, you have the requisite throne room. You're going to hear me call that in every video, every time, in every home until someone gives me a better name for it. And they're pretty common here. And then this has a pretty standard shower, although it does have a nice seat in it. So now let's go head out back where again, you've got a beautiful outdoor kitchen, a massive extended lanai option here again. Now, I don't know on this home if it's necessary to do the full extended lanai, because the standard lanai is quite a bit larger here on the birchwood than what we saw on the flatwood, but it is definitely nice if it works into the budget. And then I really like the pool design with the look of the hot tub kind of floating in or coming up out of the middle of the pool, and then the sun shelf on either side of it. So now that you've seen two different floor plans in this series, which one do you like better? Let us know. And then, of course, stick around for the last one and to get the pricing on all of them. Now, our last model tour is of the Rainbow model. This is the smallest of the Soul collection, which is Toll Brothers' 3-car garage collection of homes they offer here at Regency. Now, the Rainbow is just over 2,400 square feet and can have anywhere from 2 to 4 bedrooms, depending on how you want to set it up, and either 2.5 or 3 full baths. The collection offers homes up to just over 3,300 square feet as well. So if you want to go bigger, you can. So let's take a look at the Rainbow. Now here we will see the modern farmhouse front elevation again, though you have to have a little bit more of an imagination on this one because they used the garage as the welcome center. So it doesn't really look like a garage on this particular home. So you kind of have to imagine a 3-car garage door over here on our left as we walk up. Now, as we walk in the front door, the first thing I notice here is that the foyer is wider. That's because this is a wider home overall, so they're able to give a little bit more width to everything, including this open area here in between the bedrooms and bathrooms. So we start with the front guest bedroom, which has a huge front window letting in a ton of natural light. And then you also have this nice big linen closet right here next to the guest bath and the bedrooms. Now, a typical guest bath and another typical guest bedroom. Though this bedroom could be switched around to an open formal dining room if you prefer that to another guest bedroom. Then we come across the foyer here to the drop zone in front of the garage door. And this is where you can see what I mean about it being in a darker color versus the white, and why I might prefer that. And then here's the laundry room, which you can see is larger than most of the others, with room for plenty of cabinets, a sink if you like, and then here is the third bath. Now this one was actually built with the fourth bedroom option, where they turn this flex room into a fourth bedroom here, and then it turns the half bath here that we just saw into a full third bath, though it doesn't look that way because they're using it for the Welcome Home Center. So they had to modify it a little bit here to make it into a public bathroom rather than building it with the shower that would normally be in the third bath here. So what you're seeing here is not how it would be done if you built it this way with the fourth bedroom, third bath option. The bedroom will be the same, but the bathroom is going to be tweaked a bit. So then we come through to the nice big open great room and kitchen area. And I love this kitchen. I'll be honest, I really, really dig it because I like the designer's choices in this home all the way through. I'm a big fan of them going with the navy cabinets and then following through with it with the matching accents throughout the entire home, including the navy veins in the quartz countertops. Now, I know it's not for everyone, but this guy's a fan. Now again, the home has the gourmet kitchen option with the built-in range, the wall oven, and then of course, again, the big extended island option. And yes, you can see gas is available here in Babcock, which is super rare in Southwest Florida. And this one also has a really nice walk-in pantry here in the kitchen. Next, we're gonna head over to the primary suite where you see this room is huge. And then you again get to see the optional primary bath with the big soaking tub included here, and then a nice big walk-in closet again. Now, let's head out back where once again you see the extended lanai stretching the full width of the home. On this particular one, the standard lanai is still a really nice size, so that can easily be a personal or budgetary preference without missing too much if you gotta leave it off. And then you again have a really nice outdoor kitchen and this beautiful pool. With this one going way over the top with its infinity edge here at the front and the steps up to the sun platform over here. And then in the other corner in the back behind the fountains, you've got another sunken hot tub. I mean, there's nothing else to say except this is just a stunning pool. So what are your thoughts? Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Give us a call. The number's on the screen to talk through it. And I know I made you wait all this time to talk about prices. We're getting there. Okay, so as far as pricing goes, I do have to make a quick disclaimer first. And that is that these prices are current at the time of recording, and the builder has the right to change them at any time. And also should mention that the base prices are just that. They're the base prices. They do not include any home site premiums, any options, or any upgrades. And also, the prices I'm giving you are their publicly available prices that you can see on their website. But I want you to know the reason you want to call us at this number is because the builders send us specifically additional special incentives for our clients all the time. And they change all the time based on how their sales are going. So please make sure you contact us instead of reaching out to the builders directly. Because if you contact them, whether it's through their website, just going online and giving them your name and phone number, or if you actually go in, either way, you're going to forfeit your right to have us help represent you, as well as any rights to any special incentives that we might have available for you at the time. So please, please, please make sure you call us. Now, that being said, the current base price on the Kaya is $379,995, and the smaller villas will start as low as $359,995. And then to give you an example of an all-in price, they have a quick move-in Kaya available right now that's priced at $411,995. And then a couple of Merantis, which is the next one smaller, which is 2 bedrooms plus a den and 2 baths. Those, they've got quick move-ins at $390. So yes, you can be all in here at Regency on a villa for under $400,000, which is completely shocking considering what other non-luxury builders are charging in other neighborhoods right here in Babcock. Now, in the Lago collection, that's that 2-car garage single family collection, the Flatwood base price that you saw in the second video, $444,995, and the Birchwood is just $10,000 more. And there's a quick move-in Flatwood available right now for $485,995. So you can be all in at that or less with our special incentives on that particular home. And then for the Rainbow, the base price is $535,995. Now, there are not currently any quick move-in Rainbows available to give you a real idea of an all-in price on that particular floor plan, but there are a couple of Briscoes, which is quite a bit larger at almost 2,900 square feet. And that one has a base price of $575,995. And there's quick move-ins, 2 of them. One of them's priced at $656 and the other one's at $675,995. Now, I will tell you, if you design one of these from scratch yourself and load it up with all the options like the models, it will likely be pretty significantly more expensive than these quick move-in homes, especially when you get into doing a pool like the ones we saw on the Rainbow. None of these quick move-ins have pools factored in. Now, that Rainbow pool is probably over 200 grand, just to give you an idea. So keep that in mind. It is definitely possible for the larger homes in here to break into the $1 million plus range if you want to, but they also don't have to break the bank if you prefer to be a bit more value conscious. And at the prices of these quick move-ins, I really see a ton of value considering the quality of the Toll Brothers homes. So if this sounds like what you're looking for, call us at the number on the screen. We would love to help you get into your new home. And if it is not, feel free to call us about that too. We would love to talk to you about what you do and don't want in your new home and in your new neighborhood. Or if you still really aren't sure on what you're looking for, check out these other videos of some of the other nearby neighborhoods that might just be a better fit. Talk to you soon.